Hello book nerds, Emmy Walker here to do this week's Top 5 Wednesday. If you don't, I always forget to mention it. I've maybe mentioned it once or twice in the videos. I should mention it every time. But Top 5 Wednesday was a Goodreads group created by Lainey over at Ginger Reads Lainey, and I will link her video down below, which I always link her channel down below in every video. I just always forget to mention it. And I will also link the Goodreads group in the down bar, so you can take a look and join in the fun that we all get to partake in with the Top 5 Wednesday topics. I did forget last week's Top 5 Wednesday, unfortunately. By the time I realized that I'd missed it, it was already Thursday, and the point is to do it on Wednesday, so it's okay. I wasn't really having that much luck with that last week. I think it was your least favorite book tropes, I think. Yeah, and so I can't, whatever. Anyway, this week's Top 5 Wednesday, and the last for August, is Top 5 Books series that you wish had more books. I think I said that right, but yeah. So there we are. So I actually had a pretty difficult time picking 5 specific books for this. I actually even stretched this one a little bit, and I went with a book that I believe is going to be a standalone, and it was written as a standalone. So, but I would wish there would be a series of books for them. If that, I don't know if that counts, but I'm counting it because most of the books that are in a series, I'm actually kind of glad that they're finished, with the few exceptions that I've listed here. So, and even the ones here were I'm kind of stretching it a bit because I'm not necessarily mad that they're finished with the series. I just, I wouldn't mind a few more. So, but anyway, that being said, let's go on with the first book. In my spot for number 5, I'm going to go with The Twilight Saga by Stephenie Meyer. For this one, it's one of the ones I was saying that I wouldn't be mad if she came out with another one, but I felt that there was a lot of unanswered questions. It's been a while since I've read this book. The only thing I can think of off the top of my head is the fact that, I think in Breaking Dawn they mention that Jacob and their wolf pack, they're not actually werewolves, but more like shapeshifters or something like that. So that was just like, I'm like, what? Excuse me? And I would also like to see Renesmee, however you say her name, I'd like to see her kind of grown up and, interacting with Jacob in a certain way. Like maybe not even necessarily from Bella's point of view. I'd be okay with it not being from Bella's point of view, but just something more in the series with these characters. I wouldn't mind to see and have some of those questions answered. In my number 4 spot, I'm going to go with the Fablehaven series by Brandon Moll. This one is another one where I kind of would like to see them if we jumped forward 10 years. These ones are, I think, middle grade fantasy, and I would like to see the characters grown up, or at least, another in their like late teens or something like that, just to kind of see if they're still protecting Fablehaven, if they're still able to even be a part of Fablehaven because of age or something like that. It's been a while since I've read them, so I don't know what the rules are with Fablehaven, to be honest with you. But I really enjoyed the magic in this. It was not so much fantasy, more magical realism. It was a very realistic type of magic that could happen in our world. I really enjoyed, delving into that kind of creepy fairy world. In my number 3 spot is actually a book that is a standalone book as far as I know. It was written, it seems like there's a very definitive end, but it's a book that I would love to have a second or a third or maybe like 20. I really love the world. I don't know how she would write any other books because of how it ended yet, and it doesn't seem like it'd be much of a possibility, but I would still love to see more in this world, and that is Uprooted by Naomi Novik. And I am just obsessed with this book. I just finished it, I think, yesterday, and I still have to do a review for it, and I haven't even done a wrap-up for it, so whatever, but I am in love with this book. Yeah, and I want more of it. In my number 2 spot is a series that isn't even finished yet, but the last book comes out very soon, and I already know that I'm going to want at least 20 or 30 in this world, so I'm just going to go ahead and put it up there, and that is the Lunar Chronicles by Marissa Meyer. I love this world. I love the whole cyborg. I love the whole fairy tale aspect. I love everything about it. I love Cinder. I love Cress. I could take or leave Scarlet. Whatever. She's grown on me more as the series progressed, but I'm more so into Cinder and Kai, I think is his name. Yeah, I'm trying to remember. I think it's Kai. But anyway, I just love the series, and I still haven't read Ferris, so I've said before, I'm really weird about getting into the mindset of the villain. So I'm afraid it's going to ruin it for me, so I've been really putting it off. But anyway, this series just needs to be in my life until I'm no longer able to read. And And finally, in my #1 spot, and probably going to be in a lot of people's #1 spots, well, not necessarily, because I feel like people try to stay away from saying the same thing over and over again. I don't care, I'm saying it. Harry Potter by J.K. Rowling. This is another series that I would love to just, you know, every year have a new book come out, you know, and just follow Harry, because he was, well, I was 12 when he was 11 actually, but still, I mean, I like to follow him, and every year he gets older, I get a year older, and we can just grow old together and, you know, live our lives as fictional, you know, soulmates. I don't think I could ever, I feel like Harry's more of a brother than like a romantic interest type of thing, but we could grow up as brother and sister, and that would be awesome, and I'd be perfectly happy with that. So there you have it, the top 5 books series. I would like to have more books in the series. I know I stretched a little bit with Uprooted, but, you know, give me a break there. Anyway, let me know down below some of the books that you would pick in your series extension picks. And also don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. I will see you later, book nerds!